Hi there, Andy Adams here with Video Wednesday. So we just had a 3-day weekend and I hope that you got to enjoy your longer weekend and that you got to relax or got to do whatever you wanted to do. So on Monday, I made a post about eating healthy on a budget, and I want to talk a little bit about why I made this post. So last week I was in a Facebook group other than mine, and there was a big discussion going on that there's only one way of eating healthy and that all the other ways they're just rubbish. And first of all, there's no such thing as one lifestyle fits everybody. I'm a big believer that there is not a one size fits all. We have different ancestral health. We have our health is different, and it's just not everybody can eat the same diet. For example, I was a vegan for several years and I got really sick and I didn't feel well. I became a vegan because I thought it would be healthy for me, and it actually made me sick. So not everybody does well on a vegan diet, and not everybody does well on an animal-based diet or a keto diet or whatever. There is not one size fits all. But in that same group, there was a sideline conversation going on where a woman was opening up and saying, that she finds it really difficult to eat healthy and to buy, all the fruits and vegetables fresh and organic, because she has a family of she has 3 children and herself to feed. So she obviously was a single mother, I assume. And she just, she had to buy quantity over quality. And oh my God, that woman was shamed. They told her, cut your cable bill down or get cheaper insurance. You have to cut corners in order to eat better. And I just thought that was really awful. How can you talk? You don't know somebody's a situation she opened up in a conversation. How can you treat somebody like this? I was appalled, to be very honest. So anyway, but this is what inspired me to write just a little bit about what we can do to eat healthier on a budget. So yeah, we all cannot afford organically grown vegetables and fruits, and we cannot all afford to buy grass-fed and pastured meats. But there are some things where we can cut corners and then maybe purchase the foods that we think would be better for us. So I want to share a few of these ideas that I have, and hopefully something can stick with you. So the first thing that I think that is very helpful in order to save money when eating, for food, is to actually plan your meals. Plan them out for the next 7 or whatever many days you would like to. Plan them out and then make a shopping list accordingly. Check what you have in your freezer. Check what you have, in your house, and then purchase what you need. When you make a list, you stick to it, you will save money. And also you will save money time-wise. You won't save money time-wise. You will save time because you don't have to think about what am I going to cook today, and you have to rummage around in the freezer and find whatever, what you're going to cook today. Now, I do want to say that this is something that I'm very familiar with. In the 90s, my family and I, we purchased some land in rural Pennsylvania, and we built a house there. But in order to get to a store, we had to drive 1 hour and 15 minutes each way. So especially in the winter when the weather was sometimes really bad, it was not a good idea. So I planned our meals for 2 weeks at a time. Thankfully, I had a chest freezer, so a lot of it could go into the freezer. And but we went shopping every 2 weeks, and I made a meal plan and I made a shopping list, and we saved money. I do believe we saved money. The next thing on the list is buying in bulk. I'm a Costco girl. I love Costco, but Costco is not necessarily the cheaper way always to go. There are some things that I can purchase for less money in my local grocery store. So thankfully we now have the apps on our phones and we can see the weekly flyers and we can shop accordingly to stores that are close to us and the availability of specials that they have. What I think Costco cannot be beat at, and I think it's the same for Sam's Club, is frozen vegetables and fruits, especially organic ones. They are so affordable. And the nice thing about frozen vegetables and fruits is that they were picked, cleaned, frozen. And they're transported, frozen, and their quality is better than sometimes fresh is. Unless you buy your produce at a local farmer's market and you purchase then usually what's in season, which is really a great way to go. And farmer's market, it's fresher, it's picked that day, and it's usually very affordable. But in the store, maybe your store gets their produce from Mexico or California or wherever it comes from, and sometimes even Venezuela and other countries, and it has to be on a plane or it has to be on a truck. So it's in transit for quite a while, and by the time it gets into their warehouse and maybe sits there another half a day and then comes out on the shelves, it's been picked several days ago. And vegetables and fruits lose their nutrients the longer they are away from their vine, from their root. So frozen bulk items, definitely a great way to go. And like I said, I love the big stores, but sometimes your regular grocery store has also some really good deals. Cook your meals at home. I am a big proponent for cooking at home. We have so much availability on the internet to now check out 30-minute meals or crock pot meals or Instapot meals that, cooking a meal at home should not be really that big of a deal anymore. And the other thing is that we can really gauge on how much to put in there. Let's say you bake a cake or you bake cookies for your kids instead of buying them. And you use, you don't use the seed oils, you use butter. And you say, oh, there's a cup of sugar in there. I don't think I need a cup of sugar. So you use a half a cup or a 3/4 cup of sugar. And so now you're cutting down on sugar, which is highly inflammatory. And you're also cutting down on GMOs because sugar is from a GMO crop. So because sugar beets, they're 90%, I believe, of them is grown GMO. So anyway, so cook your own meals. Cook at home. It's really doable. It's just a little bit of planning. And here's a big one. Limit processed foods. Processed foods are usually expensive and nutritionally void of anything good. And I do believe that you can make it at home a lot better and less expensive. Initially, it might be a little bit more expensive to buy the flour and everything that you need. But when you have everything at home, you can make so much more of the same thing. You buy a bag of cookies nowadays, which has seed oils in it, which are highly inflammatory because they're high in omega-6. And they are also, when seed oils are heated, they are carcinogenic and they can actually cause cell death within your body. So it's not something that we really want. Highly inflammatory. So you by making this on your own, you can gauge what is better for your health. So, okay, that is in a nutshell a few ideas that I had. And I want to also point out that not everything that we eat has to be grown organic. I have actually compiled a list, and I had it in Monday's post. There's a download in there, and I'm also going to put the link for the download below this video. And what I have is I have two lists. One is, the produce that you might really want to buy organic because it is highly sprayed with pesticides. And the other one is a list that you can purchase without a doubt conventionally. So I hope that would be helpful to you. So I gave you a couple of little ideas, and I'm sure there are people out there that have more ideas. And if you're in this group and you have a money saving tip, please, please, please share it with us. Put it in the comments. We all love to learn, and we all love to share. So I would really appreciate it. So that's it for today, and happy Wednesday, and I'll see you next week. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Thank you.